What's going on, Jerome's? So Pro Football Focus has always been, a bit of a frenemy with the Minnesota Vikings. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's maybe poop, right? But in their latest piece, Reason for Optimism for all 32 NFL teams 2024, blah, 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 blah. The Vikings have the reason for optimism is, of course, around the future of the franchise. JJ McCarthy, number 10 overall pick, number 1 in your hearts, and this is what they wrote about why you should be optimistic about McCarthy. The environment is right for JJ McCarthy to succeed. JJ McCarthy was one of the most polarizing players in this year's draft class. Really? Even those who doubt his talent can't deny the talent around him in Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with a contract extension in hand, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, Sons of Anarchy, Aaron Jones, and a top 10 offensive line. Well, I mean, again, top 10 offensive line according to PFF metrics, but like eyeball test, I don't know. Again, tackles are amazing. Interior offensive line. It's like you have a sandwich with really good, amazing artisan bread and cat poop in the middle. Blah, blah, blah. Add in that the Vikings got an elite pass rushing talent, Dallas Turner, in the draft and picked up 2 other solid edge players, Andrew Van Ginkel and Jonathan Grenard, in free agency. And you have a quietly ascending defense under Brian Flores' leadership. Quietly. This thing is going to the moon. There is absolutely a world where McCarthy leads Minnesota to the postseason in his first year at the helm. Well, I mean, there's a couple things here. Like, number one, he has to win the job. But, yeah, that remains to be seen. But, yes, I mean, whether it's this year, whether it's for the future, and also all this applies to Sam Darnold, too. I mean, it is a great spot. So McCarthy has fantastic coaches. Josh McCown is going to be one of the best quarterback coaches in the league. I mean, hell, remember a couple years ago when there was scuttlebutt about the Texans hiring McCown as their head coach with, like, high school coaching experience? Would have shocked the world, but I feel like it's coming. Like, eventually. So my prediction is I think Wes will be ushered out after this offseason, and then I think either McCown or McCardle will become the OC, and we'll go from there, right? But also, Kevin O'Connell. See, this is what you wanted. And Zimmer had some great years, don't get me wrong. But I wanted a offensive-minded head coach who's going to mind meld with a young franchise quarterback for a long time. That's what you want. I mean, that's what the Chiefs have with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, and as long as you have that relationship and continuity, you're always going to have a fighting chance, even if there is turnover at other parts of the team. And as long McCarthy rises up to become the franchise, and he's hooked up with Kevin O'Connell long term, the Vikings, no matter what happens anywhere else, is going to be good to go. So also, so the Vikings have built up this culture where guys mentor other guys, and the veterans do mentor the younger players, and Justin Jefferson and McCarthy having their lockers right next to each other. JJ imparting some JJ wisdom. It's pretty good. Also, as mentioned, the Sons of Anarchy. But when Hawkinson gets back, he's a top 3 tight end. He's not 3. Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the game. Addison is ascending young talent as well. So you got playmakers and pass catchers all over the place. Definitely makes your job a lot easier as a quarterback. Plus, you have Aaron Jones. So hopefully the Vikings will have some semblance of a running game this year. They're very inefficient last year. Plus, offensive line. So Darrisaw, stud, stay healthy. Same thing with Brian O'Neill. Bradbury is slightly above average. Yeah. And then you have true competition at the guard spots for the first time in forever. So hopefully that will produce a much more improved offensive line. And, of course, Flores' defense is just going to be phenomenal. And also, don't discount the amazingness for a young quarterback of having a solid attacking defense opposite of you. Because, I mean, if the defense can get you the ball back and there isn't immediate pressure to put up points, it's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good spot to be in. But, yeah, there's a lot of things to be optimistic about with McCarthy. So I'm glad that Pro Football Focus actually decided to recognize that. Your thoughts are thoughts. Reason for Optimism 2024, the environment around JJ McCarthy. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.